Hello friends, it's me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel on the Catechism for Kids. Today we're traveling back in time to ancient Cappadocia, a place famous for brilliant thinkers and great saints. We're going to learn about a very special person named Saint Amphilochius of Iconium. Have you ever heard of him? He was a wise bishop, a talented lawyer, and a close friend to some of the most famous saints in church history. Imagine living in a time when many people were confused about who God is. That's the world Saint Amphilochius lived in, around the year 339. He was born into a good Christian family. He was even the cousin of another great saint, Gregory of Nazianzus. Growing up, Amphilochius was very smart and became a successful lawyer. He could argue cases and win debates, which was a very useful skill. But deep down, he felt a calling from God for something more. He decided to leave his busy city life behind and go to the desert to live as a monk. There he spent his days praying and studying the scriptures, growing closer to God. But God had even bigger plans for him. Amphilochius had a very good friend named Saint Basil the Great. Basil saw how holy and wise Amphilochius was and knew he would make a wonderful shepherd for God's people. So, around the year 374, Amphilochius was chosen to be the bishop of Iconium, a big and important city. Being a bishop is a huge responsibility. It means you are in charge of caring for all the churches and the faithful people in your area. Amphilochius took this job very seriously. He was like a spiritual father to everyone, teaching them, guiding them, and protecting them. Now, during this time, there were some confusing ideas spreading about God. One of the biggest problems was a heresy called Arianism. The Arians taught that Jesus was not truly God, but just a created being. Another group called the Pneumatomachans taught that the Holy Spirit wasn't divine either. This was a very serious error because it went against the core truth of our faith, the Holy Trinity. We believe in one God in three divine persons, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All three are equally God, full of glory and majesty. Saint Amphilochius, with his brilliant mind and strong faith, knew he had to stand up for the truth. He used his skills as a lawyer and his deep love for God to explain why these ideas were wrong. He wrote letters and sermons teaching that the Holy Spirit is fully God and should be glorified right alongside the Father and the Son. He worked closely with his friends, Saint Basil the Great and Saint Gregory of Nazianzus. Together, these three friends were like a team of spiritual superheroes defending the faith. They are often called the Cappadocian Fathers because they all came from that same region and worked together to clarify the Church's teaching on the Trinity. In the year 381, a very important meeting called the First Council of Constantinople was held. Bishops from all over the world gathered to discuss these important issues. Saint Amphilochius was there, and he spoke with great courage and clarity. Thanks to his efforts and the work of other holy bishops, the council officially declared that the Holy Spirit is divine. This teaching was added to the Nicene Creed, the same creed we recite at Mass today, where we say, "I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the giver of life, who proceeds from the Father and the Son, who with the Father and the Son is adored and glorified." Saint Amphilochius helped make sure this beautiful truth was protected for all future generations, including us. There's a famous story about him that shows just how brave he was. One day he went to see the Emperor Theodosius. Emperor's young son Arcadius was also in the room. Amphilochius bowed respectfully to the emperor, but didn't pay any special attention to his son. The emperor was offended and asked why he had ignored the co-ruler. Saint Amphilochius then gave a powerful lesson. He said, "You see, O emperor, you do not tolerate disrespect to your son. Be sure then that the God of the universe also detests those who dishonor his son." This was a clever way to convince the emperor to stand against the Arian heresy, which dishonored Jesus, the Son of God. The emperor was so impressed that he passed laws to help protect the true faith. What can we learn from Saint Amphilochius? First, we learn about the power of good friendships. Amphilochius, Basil, and Gregory supported each other, prayed for each other, and worked together to serve God. When you surround yourself with good, faithful friends, you can do amazing things. Second, we learn about courage. It wasn't always easy to stand up for the truth, especially when powerful people disagreed. But Amphilochius was brave because he knew he was defending God's truth. It teaches us to be confident in our faith and to share it with love and wisdom. Finally, he shows us that God can use all our talents. God used Amphilochius' skills as a lawyer to help him become a great theologian and defender of the faith. Whatever you're good at, you can use it to glorify God and serve others. Saint Amphilochius lived a long and holy life, always teaching, always guiding, and always loving his people. He passed away around the year 394 and is remembered as a great saint in both the Catholic and Orthodox churches. His feast day is celebrated on November 22nd. So next time you pray the Nicene Creed, remember Saint Amphilochius and the other Cappadocian Fathers who worked so hard to protect the beautiful truth of our faith in the Holy Trinity. They show us that with wisdom, courage, and good friends, we can all be a light for Christ in the world. Thanks so much for joining me today to learn about this incredible saint. I hope his story inspires you to be brave in your faith and to cherish your friendships. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories about the saints. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. See you next time, and God bless you always.